Welcome back, everyone. Week 6 of Show Me Your Medals. So we took a week off due to international break. I had some blue bubblegum ice cream. Vo went doghouse, and Will got smashed. So that's what we did on a week off. All right,
Great week
straight
off.
into it. Straight into it. I think I'd like to start with United actually.
Good place to start.
Go on,
United
Vo.
fan. This is my last non-United shirt, so United can't lose anymore. I've got no more left. Yeah, interesting. Like, obviously, we had the Premiership game, which is what we would normally talk about. But also, we got the most recent one. Ended up being an all-out scoreline, 4-3 to United, which kind of, makes it again sugarcoats it.
That's
Like, it probably shows how badly
mm,
Munich defended. But I guess we've got to start with the hot topic, Onana. I mean, we spoke about him at the start of the season. Question was how is he going to do? What do we think? We touched upon it that I even said he was never a 50 million keeper. He went to Inter Milan on a free after a jog ban, had a good season on form. Boom, Man United comes in 50 million. And he's just shown it. And I also said after I think a few performances, I said he's looking shaky. Brighton 3 goals conceded. I think a couple of them weren't his fault. At that point, it doesn't matter. But the third one, I think João Pedro could have saved. The dived, kind of fingertips on it. A decent keeper, a decent shot stopper would have saved that. But again, it didn't matter because it went from 2-1 to 3-1 anyway. And then this one more recently, I mean, come on, you can't be this. That's like you can't be letting those things through your fingers. That's like butter fingers, and then it's just not been good. It's just not been good. And obviously he's been bought for his passing, which it's been great. But what is he actually adding if he's not saving shots? Primary goalkeeper you're here for is to save shots, right? And the problem, what happens is that when you're letting in goals like that, it kind of it manifests into your defense. We always says like your front line plays better when they have that confidence in that back keeper. Because if anything goes on this, we know our keeper's gonna dig us out of the trenches. Onana's not doing that. I mean, we've seen the stats being sent round. He's had 11 shots on targets and 9 goals conceded. So he saved 3 goals. He saved 3 shots on target. You're talking about 16 million a save. What is you can't be having that. The only thing credit I did give him is that after letting that go in, I thought, oh damn, his head's gonna drop here, and then he's gonna play proper shit. But he actually picked it back up because throughout this game, he actually did make a few more saves throughout that. I mean, fairly routine saves, but at least he saved them. Do you know what I mean? I just think this goalkeeper chat is just like modern goalkeeper chat has just gone out of hand. Like they're talking about, you need to be a goalkeeper, you need good passing, you need ball at your feet, all this. But I mean, fair enough. Yes, right.
You do
But
need that.
you do
You
need
do
that.
need that.
But first
Because
and
if you look at
foremost,
our previous goalkeepers for Arsenal who weren't good with their
yeah,
feet, like Czech, for example, when we started
yeah.
to play, from the back, which is so nerve-wracking, you do need that. If not, then those attackers are just going to come for you.
Fair
They're
enough.
just
You
not going
do
to
need
give.
that in a modern game football, right? But are you telling me you're going to sacrifice having a good keeper who's like a good shot stopper, like David De Gea, although again he was on a fallen, his performance did dip. Over you're gonna pick someone who's not so good at saving goals to someone who's good at passing. I mean, the way I see it is that if you're gonna do that, you might as well put Trent Alexander in goal. Do you know what I mean? Put him in goal, and he'll do some 50-yard passes, top bins. Because there was another.
So, okay, question for you, Vo, then.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
have any stats that Onana's contributed to any sort of attacks, like from the
No, well,
back? Has he created
only no,
chances,
no, I haven't got
or he's
I did try and look right, but I mean, I know the stats wise, his passing accuracy is high. But that's what I'm saying is that
yeah? But that's
has he any?
yeah.
Has he? I mean, no, not stats to back it up, but visually, is his passing good? Yeah, it is. You watch the match. The commentators are talking about his
Hmm.
passing, left, right, centre is looking good, right? Has he been involved directly in a pass that's led to a goal? I don't think so. Not yet,
Yeah, that's what
anyway.
I'm asking.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what I
Hmm.
can't. From the games I've seen, I've not seen him do assister in essence. You know what I mean? I'm not seeing that yet.
Yeah.
Like the right winger, left winger run down the wings and he's finding them out, and then they slot it in, and then within 4 passes is a goal. We haven't seen that yet. So yeah, it's back to the modern keeper. Yeah, you do need that, and it does dictate the way they're playing. But I'm talking about Man United in the Premiership. We've got 2 wins, 3 losses. Champions League, one loss, one. So fine. So Onana's been brought in to do these fancy passing, but what has it led to? Anything? Has it led to improvement in games? It hasn't. So is it worth it at the moment? No. Because I think I forgot what it was, but it was a topic of, I think, David De Gea not making like top 10 legendary goalkeepers because his passing was lacking, which is fair enough. But I was thinking, but then that just shows we rewind a bit. We're gonna say Peter Schmeichel and David Seaman, we're not gonna class them as world class goalkeepers because they couldn't pass. Do you know what I mean? First and foremost, they were top class goalkeepers, is what we want from them. I know the criteria's changed a bit, so then therefore we're saying if Peter Schmeichel couldn't pass, he wasn't a great goalkeeper. But he was from a different era. But I'm still saying, first and foremost, you need a top class goalkeeper who can save goals, command the defense, come out, catch the balls, and not let fucking goals like that slip through your fingers. Yeah. So, do you know what I came? I was thinking, before. Go on.
I was gonna say that you can see from recent stats now, like the top tier clubs with these keepers that are ball playing, they do let in a lot of goals. So if you're looking for a 100% shot stopper, you're never gonna find that type of player. So that's why you see like sometimes City, Edison, he'll let some in.
No,
Same as Alisson, he'll let some in.
Alisson, but the 2 you just quoted, Alisson.
But then you've got a good quality back line to protect as well from that.
Yeah.
If they were to go into a different team, let's say
Edison,
Everton,
and Alisson are good at their feet and good goalkeepers. Onana is ticking one box and not the other. Do you know what I mean? Those 2 are good, and those 2 are doing the passes and distributing to the way of play, and they're keeping clean sheets. Those 2 you mentioned probably kept the. I know Edison for kept those clean sheets. I mean, we talk about City, but it's like 20 clean sheets. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that. So
but look at United's back line. Yeah, look at United's back line compared to their back lines.
Yeah, no. So I'm saying at the moment, you can't say everything's on Onana, because I said the United are going through defensive issues.
Yeah, you can't.
They've got injuries and whatnot, but it doesn't help having someone who can't save shots. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't help if you're gonna have a bad. It's like, for example, like we rate Pickford so much because he does a few calamities, but at least he is actually a good shot stopper. Do you know what I mean? He's doing some of these shots come flying and he is saving them. And then when time to make a mistake, we big it up on the chance. Onana's not making saves and making mistakes. Do you know what I mean? And it's I mean, come on, like the first week 1 in pre-season, man got lobbed. You know what I mean? The signs were there. We could. And today, I came on thinking, oh man, I'm gonna run out of scapegoats to pinpoint now. I mean, firstly it was Mason Mount, then it was Harry Maguire, and then it was Johnny Evans. I was like, I should got no F, but now Onana's just nominated himself, isn't it? So
a wild Onana appeared.
yeah. Look, he's given his interview, but like I said, the only with them is that he picked his head back up and he actually had a decent game.
Do you think it?
But yeah, I mean, I think your question was how do I feel about United, and I think pre-season confident was alright. I think top 4, and it's just every week is just dingling down. I mean, Brighton there's a lot of going on about their team they started.
Some of these United fans. Some of these United fans pre-season, when Arsenal played them and Arsenal, I guess you can say, whooped us in many ways. They were all like, "Oh, United are coming up. This is it. This is the season." All predicting, "Oh, United third, Arsenal wherever." Like,
it felt that way.
Come on,
man.
man.
Felt that way because, like I said, Eric, last season was a decent season. Eric Ten Hag came in, won the League Cup, playing good football. Stamped his authority. Didn't take no. It felt like, and he had the aura about him, which he still does. but then the results just ain't been there. And like I said, the injuries have been bad. Not just injuries, but all these bloody what is it, controversies as well. I mean, Anthony, again, he ain't been on form, but that's another first teamer out for God knows how long. Mason Mount, his new signing, although we didn't pick him up, but he's got, it's like a shell of United team basically. Like we brought upon the defensive, Regulon coming out of the blue from nowhere. Luke Shaw, and now Aaron Wan-Bissaka's injured. But again, you know what I mean. It's just everything all at once. But yeah, it's not looking good.
What did you think about the Brighton game?
Brighton game was bad. It started well, but then Brighton has been like we always said about Brighton. Brighton's been playing good football. So it just shows that they're just on the upwards. You know what I mean? They've made so many changes. Twitter's coming out that team that they started only worth 20 million, was bought for 20 million, but still the football they were playing, was good. And I just think that it just shows. Like I keep saying, when a team's on form, and then it's like Arsenal last season, when they're buzzing, they're just gonna get the results. So at the moment, Brighton's kind of there. I'd be more like if it was Bournemouth who beat Man United 3-1, it'd be even worse. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's too much shame. But there is shame. Manchester United shouldn't be losing to Brighton. And what I'm trying to say, if you're gonna lose to one of those, not the big six, Brighton is one of them. You know what I mean? It's better than losing. Yeah. Nah, not really.
You're right, Nevo.
No, you know what I'm saying though. Brighton is like what I feel, not quite, but maybe how like Newcastle was last season. There's no shame in losing to them. You know what I mean? Because I think as the season go on, Brighton is going to get more of these results. I mean, they'll probably, they'll give these big sixes a game. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure they'll beat them 3-1. We shall see. But yeah, of the form teams, Brighton's one of them. But I think that's it. That's it for me. I think, yeah, it's just got a good game next coming up. Burnley I'll say the same thing about Burnley that I said about Nottingham Forest. Should be easy. Burnley probably go 2-0 up, and then Man United will come back. So yeah, 3-2.
3-2, yeah. Well, I had a question. Would you take last season's De Gea or Onana?
I'll take David De Gea. I mean, I know he was. From what we've seen of Onana, I'll take David De Gea. You know what I mean? Like I said, how could David De Gea, other than last season, 2 seasons ago, was saving us? You get what I mean? Like everyone was playing so badly, he was making saves. He was literally keeping us in games. I can't remember. I mean, he's made mistakes, but there's not a mistake as distinctly as Onana did today. Do you know what I mean? There might be. Someone might send me a clip, but from my head, I can't remember him making such a big mistake. This mistake will go down similar to that Taibbi. Like 12 years later, I'm gonna remember this. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? That Taibbi one you'll never forget it. This one not quite there, but you would remember because it's a bit early on. The reason why I remember Taibbi is because it was like within his first few games. So this Onana, like that lob, we'll never forget that lob. There's certain goals, mistakes that keepers do that you just don't forget. So it's a hard one. Like I said, it goes back to I'll take David again because he will making key saves. I'll take that over letting in, key saves and making a few mistakes here and there is almost expected of a keeper. What happened with Onana is inexcusable. Is what I would say. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Good.
Fair enough. I was surprised how calm you kept during that monologue.
There's more passion with Johnny Evans.
Yeah, there was a little bit more passion with
not
Johnny
seen the
Evans.
game since, so it's all good.
Cool.
Arsenal then, seeing us Liverpool's nothing near the Champions League, so
I'll go. I can go next. We don't play till tomorrow. back to Thursdays. I don't think I'll see Thursdays ever again, and I feel like we'll now.
Dave, literally all like 6 seasons hearing that rubbish. All I wanted was the champions. goals. That's all I wanted to hear, man. And like, I was quite emotional. I opened up the stream. I was watching it, and as soon as I heard that choir coming through, that operatic voice come through, I felt emotional because I was like, oh, we're back now. We're back. But then I wasn't apprehensive. I was just more like really wanting the team to do well. I'll admit, when I first saw the team sheet, I'm still wondering why Kai's still there. And like, I don't want to. Obviously, we won the game 3-0 comfortably. Um, I just still don't think he offers us that much. Just watching him, it's like one of those games again, like we mentioned. If we had lost this game, I'll be pointing my finger at him. But I want to make it clear now, I don't think he's good enough.
Yeah.
Whether it's low on confidence, I think he is very, very low on confidence. Extremely low. You can tell by his body language. I do hope he kind of snaps out of it. But I think that the players as well, they've been trying to feed him the ball as well so that he can get shots off and stuff. But he had really 2 great chances. I think the third goal, he held the ball up okay, and he cut it across, which was good to get our third goal. But I just don't think.
Don't you think this was actually a really good game for him to start, being at home, and obviously he's played Champions League before. Do you think
it is? I expected more from him though.
Rather than like,
I expected more from him. I don't think this did his confidence any other like huge boost or favors around that, because I just feel he was very bland. But I just wanted to get that in first and then move away from it, because as much as we talk about Kai Havertz, I don't really want to see him start.
Yeah,
but I know for next week.
Yeah, he didn't start.
Saturday.
He didn't start on last week.
Last week's
games. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Where should I start? Champions League, because we just finished. Yeah, ecstatic. We played them off the park. Like it looked. They made it look so easy, so fluid. I don't think PSV had really an answer for how we played. I think PSV. The manager went in with the wrong tactic. I would have gone in with an Everton tactic, going through that. But I think it was just a little bit too easy for Arsenal. The players shine because I don't think PSV were very good.
Are they not top PSV?
In their league in Holland league, not Holland, Netherlands league, but for a top tier club, I don't think they've quite matched us for how we play, and that kind of shows me like what level Arsenal are, and that kind of justifies why Sean Dyche played the way he played, which was everyone behind the ball. But the 3 goals today, class. I noticed that they were going for the bottom right as well. I think that was maybe an instruction to target that. Maybe the PSV goalkeeper, was very weak on the right. But everything that we're doing, patterns of play, the passing, Odegaard, just magic. Odegaard was just magic there. Trossard coming in for Martinelli. Is almost like a like-for-like replacement as well. I'm so glad we bought him, because if Martinelli went out, I think Reece Nelson came on for Trossard. Just levels, just absolute levels between them. I don't think Reece Nelson is really more of a backup. Really happy with the performance defensively. Gabriel and Saliba, just militant. They're just there, brushing everything up. It was like easy for them. So not really much to say. It's like
comfortable routine.
Arsenal did me proud.
Routine win. 4-0, yeah.
It has to be, yeah. It had to be. I felt confident coming into it.
Do you think you played better today than against Everton?
I think it's a different tactic. I think we played very well against Everton because we had to break it down, right? This was easy in the sense that we didn't have to break anything down. We weren't defensively tried in terms of PSV's attacks. But Everton-wise, we had to break that down because it was literally like the Great Wall of Everton. Like it was just everyone behind the ball.
It's a different game though. Like Everton's going to play the way they play because, you know, it's the league, it's a Premiership league. But one point would have been well for them. In the Champions League, it's going to be 6 games. You know, they're going to be a bit more attacking or trying to come out and give them a game. But like I said, it's a routine win. Like even the odd makers made Arsenal heavy favourites, more heavier than they were against Everton anyway.
Yep.
I mean, I looked at PSV. They are top of their league, 4 and undefeated as well. 4 wins out of 4. But like I said, it just shows that Will says it's level to this game. You know what I mean? It's routine, comfortable 4-0. You know. Who else in Arsenal's league? It's quite fairly straightforward anyway, right?
I think Sevilla is one, and then I forget the other one.
Yeah, Lens.
Lens, from France.
You should be.
I think we should come out of that top. But it's the same old story, right? In terms of Arsenal's Champions League, you get through group stage relatively okay, and then you hit the last 16 quarters or whatever, and then that's it. Something like that, yeah. Honestly, something like that. So we just have to see, like, group stages not.
It's like England.
We're going through group stages, right? But it's who we pick up next.
Okay.
A little bit. I think England recently have done quite well, but I don't know. We just have to see. I feel confident with this Arsenal squad. Like, hopefully some of our injuries will come back. Like Martinelli will come back in time for that. I think it's just a small hamstring injury. But there's no like too much concern. Obviously, we want Partey back. Well, I don't know how long he's out for. It's quite, I think, a few months, right? 3-4 months, something like that. Yeah. So we just have to see, man. I'm excited, but
so far so good for you. Like, I'm surprised. I looked at it, like you guys are actually undefeated again. Because every week I think Arsenal's not been impressive. But I look, they've only had slipped up once in terms of a draw as well, and all the rest they've been getting results. So can't ask much for more. I mean, I remember I came out and said they're not going to match their performances of the last season's start. But so far 4 wins and a draw. I mean, can't argue too much. It's just that Man City's got 5 out of 5.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Sunday's going to be telling. I still don't think I personally I don't like Tottenham are so much better than they were last season. But I still don't think they're quite there yet. They haven't played the big teams yet, I don't feel.
Yeah, well,
actually they played who? Man United or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't played the big teams. Yeah.
They've not played anyone in the top 10 yet, that kind of thing, yeah. It'll be interesting. It's a big test for both teams.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, because Ange is very attacking football as well. So I'm just kind of thinking if it's going to be open like that, like for example PSV today. I think Tottenham are better than PSV, but we're going to have chances. I feel like we're going to have chances. I don't know if it's going to be one-sided or not. It's going to be telling though. I just don't think Tottenham are quite there yet in terms of challenging.
I wish Spurs well. I wish.
We're we're at home as well. We're our fans at home are amazing
after you think
right now.
That's the end of Ramsdale, or he's going to come back in?
I think it's the end of Ramsdale. Yeah, he did exactly the same to Leno, remember? Arteta did exactly the same to Leno. But it's just the playing style that he wants. Raya, he misplaced a few passes today. He mispassed 3 or 4 long balls, but he's been brought in for that. So I don't know if it's just nerves. It's like his second debut, right? I mean, not second debut, but second time playing off. It's
Does Ramsdale have a right to be disgruntled, considering he did the same? No, considering he did the same to Leno.
Yeah, no, we said that. Though. We gave the example of like stealing an ex and think it's not going to happen to you, innit? But Leno wasn't that great.
No, because that was in theory, but it's actually happened now. No. Like Raya's taken his spot now.
He can't be disgruntled on that. It's like, for example, if you do steal someone's ex and someone steals yours, you can't complain. But you can complain being like, hold on, but I treated you well.
You got to expect. So, but the thing is, he did expect that.
Didn't do anything wrong.
He did expect that, though. But he did expect that.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
So he hasn't done anything wrong.
That's why he literally just got replaced.
But I would say, though, he has looked shaky in goal. Like, we're fortunate that we've won all our matches, so we can't point fingers. Like I say, like with Kai, we've been fortunate for that. But he has made mistakes. He's made fantastic saves as well, but he has made mistakes as well. So I don't know. We'll have to see, really. I do feel sorry for Ramsdale. Like he's been top. Like last season, he was probably one of the best keepers in the league. But I think as it goes, Arteta kind of knows what he's doing. Yeah. Like we're winning games. We can't argue with that. If we're losing games as he's doing that, then I don't know. Then maybe we have something to shout about. But we're winning games because of his tactical prowess, and we just have to see, really.
I think overall,
it is unfortunate. I do like Ramsdale.
Safer pair of hands to Ramsdale. Is how I see it, anyway. So,
he was amazing at Brentford for what they had and defense they had. So you can only expect him to do that much more better.
Forced him way into the Spain squad as well, didn't he? Right. So I don't know.
He was doing better than De Gea last season,
but yeah, he's got into that the squad. Yeah.
Although yes, that's good, but at the same time, Robert Sanchez made the squad too, so it's not always that kind of barometer of in national team you do well. But yeah.
But what other Spanish goalkeepers are there left though?
It must be
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah. I get it.
There's not that many out there. Sanchez is not too bad.
Yeah,
but the Brighton keeper, right?
Actually,
Chelsea now. Chelsea now.
I prefer Raya. I think Raya's better.
Man, a lot of goalkeeper chat this week, huh?
Yeah. Hot topic. And it's crazy because Brazil have probably got like the top two keepers.
Edison and Alisson, isn't it?
In the world.
I think Alisson keeps Edison out of the
But there's only one. There's only one of them can play.
Keeps Edison. It's like me and you, Dave, isn't it? That kind of elite level keepers.
We've never done it. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy to have those two world class and only one gets to play. It's just
Hey, I'm on the up as well. I've made some fantastic saves. So probably a little bit like Onana.
I've not been there to see it.
Hey, just very quickly, I don't know if you noticed, but the Champions League intro, right? They're showing the goals, and they got bloody Darwin Núñez doing his flick for a goal, and I'm like, Liverpool's not even here. What are you doing, man? Keep teams in there. I don't know if you'll notice it later. It's the intro show, and they show Darwin Núñez. It's like, what are you doing? Liverpool's not even here, mate. They must have furlough editors.
Not relevant.
Anyway, but that leads us on to Liverpool then.
Yeah, so conceded early again, and I thought, bloody hell, it's disappointing. But I think when we've talked about this, like our defense is leaky, so even though it's disappointing, it's not surprising that we went behind. And that first half, to be honest, we were probably hanging on, and I think Klopp knew that. He just wanted to get us into the dressing room at half time, change things around. But we were really poor. Like McAllister, I'm not surprised he got substituted. And I appreciate that's not his role. Like he plays slightly holding, but he gave the ball away so many times. Got a yellow card, and I think credit to Klopp. He saw what happened, changed it at half time, and then we started to like dominate possession, create more chances. Subs worked, tweak the team tactically, and again, not trying to be biased, but that's what a good manager does. He changes tactics, brings on players, and he changed the game. And in the end, it felt like it was definitely cliche, a game of two halves. It definitely was. And Wolves could have killed us off, but I think was it Kuna had that header and he completely fucked it up.
Header,
I don't know what he was doing, but
2-0. He was caught in two minds, but yeah, gaping.
Yeah. I think 2-0 would have been more difficult, obviously, but yeah, but credit to Liverpool game. It's the third time we've come from behind this season already, which worries me to some extent, because that's what, if I remember, that's what United did under Ollie. Remember, your away games, you kept going behind and then coming back and win. And even though it's a sign of character, it's not the position you want to be in. But yeah, credit to the team. We turned it on the second half, and it felt a bit more comfortable. I don't think the scoreline flattered us, because Wolves didn't have that much chances second half. And yeah, we were out of luck, but still good win, I feel. We played a young centre back, very young centre back, and yeah, I think he did okay. Not easy. I think he's 20 years old. Is he something like that? Yeah, not easy coming in. But yeah, I think Van Dijk's back next week, so it's probably good to get him a taste of a Premiership start. I think he played 85 minutes or something like that. 80 minutes. Oh. Was it boring him?
Okay.
Anyway, I'll carry on with the viewers, but yeah. I think you got to be happy going 1-0 down so early, getting played off the park first half, come back strong. Subs made a difference. And despite what you say about Nunez, he's a handful. He is a handful for defences. He does do the runs. He should have scored.
Really. He's like your traditional striker, right?
Yeah.
Like he's big, powerful, and he is going to be a nuisance to deal with for defenders, because defenders don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. He gives us a new dimension. I'm surprised he didn't start, but I guess Klopp doesn't like starting players that've been on international duty, that've been like travelling from like South America or from Far East or anything like that. He doesn't like that. Yeah. So that's why Diaz didn't start either. So, but yeah, I think McAllister had a really poor game, but like I said, Klopp recognised it, changed it up a bit. And I thought Randy Robertson was captain in Van Dijk's absence. Yeah, was a captain's performance. He got us the second goal. He picked the ball up, loose ball midfield, drived it forward, laid it off to Salah, made a good run, and then a good finish. So I think we probably rode the luck a bit in the first half, but we probably deserved the win in the end. And it puts
was that the goalkeeper or was that defensive error?
Which one?
For the first goal, Wolves goal.
It's defence. Yeah.
Defensive.
Yeah, okay. Defensive error. Alisson does have a mistake in him, but generally, he's really solid, and I don't think that was anything to do with him. It's a defence, and I think I think having a young defender in the team doesn't help. But like I said, he's young. He'll learn from it. And to be honest, it didn't faze him. He carried on playing, which is not. Yeah, you can't ask for anything more from a 20-year-old making a debut in the Premiership. Mm-hmm. But that puts us on level points with Arsenal and Spurs. So
yeah, I mean, you expect Liverpool to be in and around on the table with that. I think the table's shaping up, barring Brighton in there quite high up, but it's kind of business as usual in terms of the league.
Well,
how it is.
it's good that we're keeping pace with City, right?
You have to. I think.
Because if you
I think that's why it's. But I guess it's only 5 games right into the season, but you have to keep up. I mean, if you're like United and Chelsea, you're not going to be anywhere near it. I mean, they could catch up, but that's if we all make really bad mistakes.
Well, exactly.
Going through it.
United are 9 points behind. Chelsea are 10, which doesn't seem a lot, but it actually is.
In the run, yeah, like in the run-in, it would be a lot in the run-in. But it's 5 games in. Anything can happen still at this stage.
Yes, still early, but yeah, I think Chelsea being Chelsea, it's like they're shit.
I didn't expect Everton to be really down there. I think they are quite under pressure this season.
Yeah,
I mean, 1 point from 5.
I think, like I said, they keep flirting with the bottom. They're gonna eventually go down. And there's obviously issues with the club, but at the end of the day, I don't think they recruited really well. You know, their team's probably weaker than last year, I would say.
You reckon?
Yeah,
okay.
I would say their team's probably weaker.
Okay.
But no, I think it's shaping up to be the usual suspects. But
it is, yeah.
It is. Is he coming back?
He said he'll be back. Just need to find out. But I guess we could.
No, we can carry on. There's
the
show goes on.
It's FPL now, I guess. Or is it predictions or FPL?
Predictions will probably need
both as well. Okay, we'll talk about a little bit of FPL. So this week I did actually the best this week, 61 points.
Nice.
I brought in Alvarez.
Yeah,
which was probably a saving grace. He had 9 points, crazy. But yeah, just solid. Salah appeared out of nowhere. I saw the 1-0. I was like, oh god, Salah, please do something, and he kind of.
No, he did. He should have actually. Well, I don't know. Should he? Yeah, he could have had a third assist, but they did that as their own goal. But it would have been a third assist. But yeah, I actually wildcarded.
You wildcarded?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you do well with your wildcard?
There's no forfeits in our league, so first to wildcard doesn't mean jack shit. Really.
Okay. But you got 54 points out of that.
Yeah. But I made a mistake.
After that.
I made a mistake.
You took out one of the Newcastle defenders, right?
No. A mistake I made was not putting.
You got exactly the same team as me.
Ward-Prowse
pretty much.
I thought they were playing City, and I didn't really fancy him doing anything. But Ward-Prowse is my hot tip because he's on a.
Yeah, he's been consistent, right? He's set pieces.
He's on free kick duty,
assists,
corner duty, and he does bang them in on crossing wise. So
yeah. Bo did well as well, 59, and second still, rivals with our Thai friend.
Yeah. I thought he was going to overtake him at one point. But...
Really?
Yeah.
That Colwill edition is quite good. Like.
Yeah. So I think we all had a decent week. I'm coming back now. I wildcarded. I got a plan.
Mate, last season you came out from nowhere. You were like near the not bottom but mid-table, and then you just came out from nowhere to go top half.
I had to pull it out of the bag, but that's not as much an RKO as Ricky. So that was like that came from nowhere.
Won it in the end, didn't he?
Yeah, he came from nowhere.
So what's the hot tip is Ward-Prowse. So you're bringing in Ward-Prowse.
Yeah. What about you?
I brought in I brought back in a Newcastle defender because their run of games pretty good. So it was either out of Burn or Botman. I went for Botman because it seems like he's got a grip of the game, and it's against Sheffield United as well.
Yeah.
So I thought, I better get in there with that.
Yeah,
But now I've got a goalkeeper dilemma because Ramsdale's not playing right now. So I didn't expect that. So I changed it quite quickly. So hopefully, I can only see Raya being in goal as number one.
Well, I think Arteta said he's going to be, and unless he does a howler, but I don't really see that.
Yeah. So I'm kind of stuck. So next week I'd have to swap out Ramsdale for someone. Might even be the Chelsea keeper. I don't know.
Yeah. So good. I think it was a good week. I think they're good tips.
It's a good week for all of us.
Yeah.
You what? 58.
Yeah.
Bo was 59, and I had 61. So
I think those are good tips. Definitely, Newcastle have got a good run now. Like if you look at that fixture list, it's all like green practically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, pretty much. The only one is like West Ham, but you still put them in. You still put them in for that.
Well, you think they've turned the corner now? I know it was only a 1-0 win against Brentford, but you think maybe this is the same. Could be the same Newcastle.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see.
Yeah. After, that's it. You got Spurs in a couple of weeks' time. So after your game, Spurs will have like a decent run as well of kind of games. So
yeah.
Son might come in. I don't know.
No, it's too expensive.
He is. What is he?
9.1.
9? 9.1.
Yeah.
I've got some money for that.
Okay.
I might swap out Foden. I might swap out Foden for someone.
Foden's a weird one, right?
Yeah, very.
I thought with like Mahrez leaving, Gundogan leaving.
I'm flying at my second now, mate.
Yeah, he might get more of a chance, but obviously instead Pep's played Alvarez a lot more and has bought that. Is it Doku, or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Which is surprising.
He scored a couple.
Yeah. That's
so.
Me.
Well, I'm keeping him this week, and if I don't see anything by after Wolves, then he's going. Unfortunately, because he's quite expensive for someone that doesn't.
I had from the start, but Pep's not playing him.
From the start, like 3, 9, 4, 5.
Yeah.
In terms of weekly points, that's not too bad. That's why I brought him in. I thought, okay, he's got some sort of consistency. He's going to be more than 2 points. Like value to points wise, is not amazing, but we'll just have to see with that. But I think Foden might come out after 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I was tempted to change him on my wild card, but I thought I'd give him one more chance. But I should have went for Ward-Prowse instead. That's what I mean. So let's see what happens. I think Bo.
Yeah, Bo was trying to reconnect.
I think we should start a fund to get him a better broadband, and all
just needs to wire it up.
All contributions welcome.
Yeah.
To buy him a Ethernet cable.
Yeah. There he is. He's back.
Shit PC.
That's alright. We just went through FPL before predictions.
I saw. I could hear you guys on the FPL and having a good week. And I was screaming. I'm up to second.
Don't worry, we got you, bro. We got you.
We get some tabs for that.
Yeah, flying, man. Only one little our friend from Thailand on top of me for 20 points. He's got another rival below me, Ken and Barbie. But yeah, it's going well. But now I hear you guys talk about the Newcastle defense. It should pick up now.
Yeah.
Botman, all of them should pick up now. Obviously, you guys went early on them, but should pay dividends. Alvarez tip from ages ago,
100%.
smashing it.
His price is increasing as well,
Yeah,
so you get more squad value.
They've got a good games, and he's got Forest. But remember, at any moment, Pep could just drop him and play Pep Roulette. But the only good thing is that they've got loads of injuries. They've got loads of injuries. Grealish is out. Bernardo Silva's out. They've just got injuries. So, like, at the moment, he's almost forced to play Alvarez. Kevin De Bruyne, obviously, long-term injury. That's why Alvarez is getting a good run of games.
Yeah, that's good.
Alvarez good. I think you guys mentioned Doku. Doku could be a nice one.
What do you think about Foden?
Foden's Foden, isn't it? Like, again, he's always a bit, like, he's hit and miss. He can come in with a 12 game or get a 2-pointer. Yeah. I mean, he's getting around a game. So, like, if you're going to take a punt, it's a good time to get him in. Because, like we said, Pep's almost forced to play that starting 11 that we all know. But, yeah, we touched upon Newcastle. I think my move, I'm going to actually get rid of Pedro, who scored, who'll probably play against Bournemouth, by bringing either Isaac or Wilson against Sheffield United. Good run of games. I think you'll be safe with either of them. I think if Isaac starts, Wilson will come on last 20 minutes. And if you think about it, now that they're adding like 10-minute injury time, Wilson will get like half an hour, do you know what I mean? And just sniff a goal.
And he's on penalty duties.
Yeah, penalty duties. I think Wilson, keep an eye on it. And he's gone down in price from 8 to 7.8. So yeah, that's my FPL.
That's your tipsy from second in the league.
Yeah, second in the league.
I can't fit him in with Harden, Alvarez, and I've got Nketiah. But with Jesus back, Nketiah ain't gonna get any run of games.
Yeah, so
and I was saying I've got a dilemma with Ramsdale now because I've got Ramsdale as a keeper.
Who's your second?
Turner. But he's got City this time. Turner's value. Turner's just value, right? Yeah, Turner's just value for money. Like if they're coming off the bench or whatever. But I need a main keeper and a third striker. I think
your first striker, get budget. Either get Jesus or think of the Newcastle guys because their fixtures is
that's what I mean. It's all green basically.
And they're going to score. They're going to score. If they're going to score, Isaac Wilson's going to be involved. You know.
Yeah, Jesus today was sharp.
Yeah.
You'd never think he had a knee injury or like a. I think he just did a rework on his knee injury before, but he is sharp, electric. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good shout. But he's still quite expensive, Jesus.
Yeah, he didn't drop much. I think when they're injured, they block the price drops.
Okay.
I know. Quickly, I missed your Liverpool segment, Dave. But I was gonna get in there, and I was rubbing my hands, yeah. And when Liverpool were winning, I had my text ready and said, "Look, coming back to against Wolves is not for everyone." But you bloody came back. So. Next one. Next one.
Like I said, we're the rate we're playing, we're gonna concede and then come back. But let's see. Predictions, yeah.
Predictions, yeah. Go on. Who's have we got?
Who's got?
Oh, go on. North London derby, first one there.
Yeah. For North London derby, I'm gonna go 2-0. Arsenal.
Spurs, yeah. 2-0. I will go 2-1 Spurs.
I'm going 2-2 because I think yeah, Spurs are more attacking and they'll go for it.
Emirates though, we're playing at Emirates.
It's not Highbury.
We're playing at.
It's not Highbury anymore.
It's not Highbury, but it's Emirates.
Yeah,
mate, if you ever gone to a game at Emirates in recent years, I went loads last year. I can't seem to get any tickets now as a red member. But if you went last year, I was so fortunate to see 4 games at Emirates. Oh my god, the atmosphere is nuts, man! Amazing.
Because it's renewed hope.
And it's a North London derby. It's gonna get messy. So
that'd be a good one.
United Burnley away. Comfortable, innit? Comfortable. Do I say a clean sheet? I would normally, but I can't award Man United a clean sheet. So I have to go 2-1 United.
Are you still defensively shaky?
Yeah,
is anyone back?
It's gotta be like it's Lindelof and Martinez, and then Reguilon. You know, Man United and Onana. The whole back five.
But Burnley haven't been playing well either.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I would normally go 2-0, but I just gotta say I can't
You'll
rely on a
concede.
clean sheet. I can't rely on a clean sheet. So 2-1. Yeah, 2-1. You guys?
I think United would get lucky 1-0.
I'm saying a 0-0 ball draw.
Yeah. Do you know there's only been 1-0 in the league, which was
Last weekend. Yeah, that was on
Who was that?
Bournemouth Chelsea.
Okay. Oh yeah, Bournemouth Chelsea. Only 1-0 in 5 weeks. That's quite crazy.
That is crazy, but I think, yeah, I think it'd be a boring game.
It can happen again. Okay. Liverpool home to West Ham.
Well, home to West Ham. Yeah, I feel we're better at home. West Ham don't travel that well normally. I think we're going to be too much for them. I'm going to say, and we're free scoring. I'm going to say 3-0.
3-0.
That's what I wanted to say.
Really? 3-0 again?
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
I don't think Van Dijk's
Van Dijk's back, right?
Van Dijk's back.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna go 1-1. Go 1-1. West Ham.
For real?
Yeah. Do you know what? You say for real, but I remember I predicted Villa like 3-0 or something like that against Liverpool. So don't take my predictions too seriously. But no, I think West Ham. Yeah, James Ward-Prowse doing good. I think they'll get a goal. United. I don't see Liverpool keeping a clean sheet. You see. I don't
Okay.
see Liverpool keeping a clean sheet. And they've got a midweek game. All of that.
Yeah, we got the dodgy Thursday games. Yeah.
Yeah.
We shall see. I fancy West Ham doing all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. West Ham, right?
Away.
2-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, their away form is shocking. I think.
Okay.
Good. So
Questions?
Wait, it's only forfeits if we play each other, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So we got a new segment to our.
We've got a new segment. There's not many.
There's not many. Not many make it. We've got a list of 100, but this was the top one that came through. A new segment, and it's question time. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. So
Go on.
keep it short. Don't take too long. But is the Earth flat?
is that a serious question?
Yeah.
What is it directed at me or in general?
No, just in general. But obviously, it's definitely for you, isn't it?
Well, I definitely know who that wanker is that asked that question. And the answer is, of course, it's not flat. I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a flat earther.
You're not. You're just a fake moonlander.
Well, you don't think it happened either.
I have my doubts, but
and anyway,
Yeah,
that's for another podcast. Go on.
so that's it. It's not flat.
No.
It's the Earth is round.
Yeah, Earth is round.
Okay.
100% round, man.
As round as your belly. Yeah.
That's pretty round. That's pretty round.
We might have to change that. Edit that as our belly. Everyone's
not
belly.
my abs 10 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that picture.
that was upsetting watching that. It was not even me. It wasn't even me.
Right.
Alright,
Next.
I know we need to work on it because we need more questions because the others are just don't really apply. But so that's about it. But actually, we had another chat in the chat. So again, don't take too long. But let's clarify the bit about if you have 100 blacks on a roulette table, Dave. Does it change the outcome of not the outcome? Does it change the probability of your 110 one spin? Because I know we've touched upon this before, and you were saying there's trends and patterns and yada yada yada.
It obviously
go on.
influences your decision.
No, say the question first. People
Yeah,
want to know
No, I
the
think
question.
the actual question was if on a roulette table there's 100 blacks in a row, is
As a result.
Yeah, as a result, is the 101 spin still a 50-50 chance? That's the question.
Yeah, and I get that mathematically it is, but it will influence your decision. The past, even though that it has no red, like each spin is independent, it does affect your decision. I feel.
Your decision, but I don't think that was your initial argument you was having with.
No.
Yeah.
But that, yeah. So I feel, even though it's still 50-50, there is a trend there.
So, but you do agree that it's 50-50 on that spin at that any given time, yeah?
Well, that is a set probability for that moment in time, right?
Yeah.
You're in that snapshot, that is a 50-50 scenario.
Yeah.
But I think what Dave is saying is that the data trend from the historic data will affect it because I think someone mentioned, the table is rigged at that stage, right?
Forget that. At that stage, I will still bet on black. So if I'm at that table and it's already on 5 spins black, I would just continue going black. And if I did, I'd be a millionaire, more than a millionaire.
Oh, sorry. I actually thought you was the opposite and saying that if it's 100 blacks, you would start betting red.
No. You go with the trend, is what I'm saying.
Okay, you're going with the trend because the trend is influence the next spin, yeah.
Yeah. Even though each spin is independent, I will still bet black.
Okay.
What do you two think?
No, I get it. Obviously, I anyone who says at the one particular any moment that spin is not 50-50, take away the zero, is doolally. It has to be 50-50, and whatever in the past doesn't change that spin is 50-50. The way I get it as mathematicians or whatnot, obviously, is that basically is that the past will not determine, but it's almost a law of average. And so I'm saying if there's 100 blacks, the red has to come up on the 101, 102. It just has to by a law of average. So then what I think I'm saying is that if you took a gambler and said the next 100 spins is going to be black, the odds is ridiculous. You get me?
But the odds aren't ridiculous. According to everything, it's 50-50. So the odds can't be ridiculous.
No, you didn't remember. So if we just went to the casino table as a new fresh day, and then we say, Dave, the next spin's going to be 100 blacks. At that point in time, that is a ridiculous guesstimation. Yeah. So therefore, should that happen, the 101 spin shouldn't be black. Does that make sense or not?
No, I know you're saying because the red will come out at any point.
The red will eventually come out. So I think that is when you can kind of, for your argument, saying that as a whole, you should bet red. Although I'm surprised you're saying back the trend.
I know.
Because I'm saying
bet red. Bet red.
No, I've always said back the trend.
Yes, I'll go back to trend.
That's the whole point about trends.
Yeah, no. Do you know what? I don't know if you guys have seen the bit, but like if you have an option of 3 envelopes, and you choose a third one, and then it's not it. So basically, you want to choose the correct one. One envelope has £100, the rest are empty. If you choose the third envelope and it's not it, and then the person giving you the bet has another 2 envelope, and they say, "Do you want to change your mind?" You are mathematically meant to change your mind. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Instead of one,
because the probability is increased by that point.
Not increased, because think about it, you got 3 envelopes. You picked one, it doesn't have £100. Now you got 2 envelopes, so now it is 50-50. But it has
increased.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't increased. It hasn't increased because whatever. So let's say you pick this one, and then you pick the third one. The third one's eliminated. At this point, it's 50-50. The guy offers you, do you want to change? Do you want to change? Your original pick is this. Do you want to change to this? Even though they're both 50-50, you should change.
You should change at that point. But when on the first one, you had 3 packets, right? So you've only got a 30% chance of getting it. So your chances increase when you've gotten that choice to 50-50. Yeah, so it has increased for 50%.
But why change? Because it could still be this though. Human nature would say, "No, I made my pick.
You mean you haven't opened it yet?
You haven't opened it. No.
Oh, okay, fine.
So this is what I'm trying to say. If you have 3 choices, one has £100, and then you pick one's eliminated, and now it's still £100. You don't know which one it is. Your original pick was this, and they say, "Do you want to change to this finger?" As humans, we would say no, because I reckon it's this, and I don't. You're messing with my mind. But mathematically or theory-wise, you should definitely change. And the reason why, although that might not make sense, I need to send you a link. I'll send everyone a link because I'm probably not explaining it well. But the reason why, because I know at this point it's still 50-50, but the reason why you should change, because at the start of you choosing any, if I gave you the choice to choose 2 hands or 1 hand, you would take the 2 hands, isn't it? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so initially you got 67% chance.
Yeah. Yes, no, if he gave you 2 hands, 2 hands. So by choosing the third hand that's gone.
But you're assuming that the first pick has nothing in it. You're just assuming that you didn't pick it
The first
out of
hand,
probability, right?
He's saying
it's not going to be it out of
he's opened
probability.
it and there's nothing there.
The third hand, you picked
But
it.
I thought you said you haven't opened it.
No, I need to change the link. We're going down the wrong tangent.
If you have opened it and there isn't anything on it,
Yes.
there, of course you're going to take the two hands.
No. I need to change.
But if you haven't opened it, you got three things here. You haven't opened the first one that you picked. That's still the same probability because you don't know if there's anything in the one that you picked, right?
The pattern is this is on Darren Brown. This is a Darren Brown thing. You have 3 picks. You picked one and you opened it. It hasn't got the £100. So the £100 is still in one of the two. But you want, as a human, you're gonna stick with your original pick. But Darren Brown or whatever is offering. Do you want to change? Don't change from your original pick. Change this one. And you would say no because I think it's here. But by staying on here, you are taking the probability when it was free and sticking on that. Does that make sense? Am I explaining it or not, Dave? You with me or
No,
completely not?
I sort of get what you mean, but then for you to stick, so you get a second pick, right?
Yeah. Not a second pick. You can change your mind.
No, but you already opened the first one. So your first pick is the one you opened.
Yes.
But
yes.
what?
You first
But,
pick you open.
and there's nothing in it, so of course you're gonna change your mind.
No.
You've done it wrong.
Yeah.
You've done
That's
it
what
wrong.
I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you know that the first pick has nothing in there, and you get a second chance to pick out of two, that's definitely 50%.
I fucked it.
Alright, our friends are alright. If you watch this podcast, your intelligence is gonna decrease.
Listen, we're not editing anything out because we haven't got the skills to. But look, it's 3 picks. You pick the middle one. You pick the middle one with that you think got £100 in it.
Yeah.
Darren Brown opens this one.
Yeah.
It hasn't got the £100 in it. It's gone. So £100 is still within the two. You originally think it's this one. Now he offers you to change. Do you want to change?
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Has it changed everything now? Okay. So you would say no because you think, no, he's playing my mind. It might still be here.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that even though nothing, you should change to this one. You should change to this one because by changing to this one, in theory, at the original start, that means technically he would have offered you these two. Does that make sense or not? By having these two, you got 66%. By staying
I
on
understand
here,
now, but
by staying on here, you have 33% only, and you are keeping that 33%. I know when this one leaves, the chance.
I get that, but you didn't say he picked for you.
Yeah, okay.
That changes everything.
So he knows. So what you're saying, he knows.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know either. He doesn't know. But listen, viewers and you two, I'm sorry for wasting your last 10
You
minutes.
fucked it, man.
I will send you the link and I'll send you the YouTube and then read it and it'll make complete sense. But basically, this thing has always stuck with me and I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Because what I'm trying to say, if we ask you should you change, most people will say no because I believe it on this one. And it kind of links to the 100 blacks thing.
Well, let's get. Yeah, we can talk about that next podcast. Let's finish this off by what does Will think about the 100 blacks?
100 blacks. You go with the trend. Like for me, you go with the trend.
But is it still 50-50? I know in theory it is 50-50.
For me, in that moment in time, it is still 50-50.
Okay.
But the trend is telling me blacks, so I'm gonna go with black.
Yeah. Okay, so I think have we answered that question?
Who knows?
Well, technically, it's not 50-50 because there's a zero.
I know, but we'll have to ignore it for this conversation.
It's the same. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But that's not saying 100 blacks won't happen. If each spin is independent. So I know when you mentioned chat, you cannot get 100.
But the odds of that 100 blacks happening is ridiculous.
Which is why you shouldn't back for the 101 black, and it goes back to the similar what I was trying to say about the 3, because it's now changed everything. You should change.
Well, at that point, you already backed 100 blacks already, right? Yeah. So
anyway.
So if it goes to 1 red, you're not going to lose. You've already made $1 million.
How long's the recording been going now?
1 minute 4.
And that. Yeah.
1 hour 4.
An hour?
1 minute.
An hour 4.
An hour and 4?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's wrap it up there then. Otherwise, I was
right.
going to pose another question, but we'll save it for week 7.
Yeah, in case there's no questions, we'll save it.
Yeah, if you do have questions, viewers, just pop it down in the comments. That would be good.
Yeah.
Or
But
click that
yeah,
Google
if you
sheet.
liked it, you like it. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. We don't mind.
Yeah. Whatever feels natural to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
All right. See you next time.
Laters.